Okay, here's Chapter 6, Angles Study Guide, Coronavirus 2020. Okay, so first we have to discuss the properties of complementary and supplementary angles. And what you should know about both of them is they are two angles. They're both two angles. Pair. They are a pair of angles. Complementary angles add up to equal 90 degrees, and supplementary angles add up to equal 180 degrees. So there are two angles, or a pair of angles, that equal a sum of 90 degrees, or two angles that equal 180 degrees. So, is it possible for a pair of angles of vertical angles to also be complementary? If yes, draw these angles below. Well, vertical angles are angles that are kind of like opposite each other, okay? And if these both were the same degrees, they could add up to equal 90. And what we know is that if this was 45 degrees, 45 plus 45, if they're equal, 45 plus 45 equals 90. So those could be vertical angles that are complementary. So to write that out, you write 45, and these would be 45, and 45 plus 45 equals 90, so they're complementary. Okay. Is it possible for adjacent angles to also be supplementary? Supplementary equal 180 degrees, and adjacent just means they're next door to each other, separated by a ray. So if this angle here was 160, then this angle right here would be 20, and 60 plus 20 is 180. And these are adjacent, so yes. And let's write yes for this one. Yes, because 160 plus 20 is going to equal 180, and these are both adjacent. Okay. Is it possible for vertical angles to also be supplementary? If yes, draw them below. Well, two angles that equal 90 degrees or 180 degrees have to be equal. Would be angle like this. Okay, if this here was 90 degrees, then this here would also be 90 degrees, and 90 plus 90 are vertical, so those would be 180, because 90 plus 90 equals 180, so they would be supplementary. So yes, I think so. I'd have to double check that, but pretty sure a pair of angles that equal 180 degrees would be supplementary. Okay, so let's go back to this. A pair of angles measure 45 and 45, and that makes me think of that right there. What types of angles could they be? Draw these angles below to the best of your ability and label them. Well, I just did it up there. If this was 45 and this was 45, they would be vertical and they would be complementary. Okay. All right, let's look at this one. A pair of angles measure 50 and 130. What types of angles could they be? And draw them to the best of your ability below. All right, well, if I look at just 50 and 130 right here, I know that 130 plus 50 equals 180. So I'm just going to go 130 plus 50, just like that, are going to equal 180. So they're going to be supplementary and adjacent. I'm going to go back up here about the 45 one. I could also do this. And this one. And I can make this 45 and this 45. And these two angles would be complementary and adjacent. Okay? All right. That's that one. Let's go to the next two. All right, so in this one, solve each problem. For each problem, solve for the missing value and show your work when solving the equation. This is the fun stuff. This is just the plain old math that we're going to do. All right, well, I noticed that right here, this angle and a 90-degree symbol are going to be complementary, which add up to equal 90 degrees. So 2x plus 8 plus 72 is going to equal 90 degrees. Okay, I'm just going to do this equation here before we solve. How about this one? There's a 90-degree symbol right there. And so that means these two angles are going to add up to equal 90 degrees because they're complementary. So 6x plus 54 equals 90 degrees. Okay, I'm going to go over to this one. Oh, look at it again. I see that. And I see this angle plus this angle are going to add up to equal 90 degrees. And these are also complementary. So 7x plus 7 plus 13 is going to equal 90 degrees. All right, so those are the first three. I'm going to go through them right now. Okay, I'm going to rewrite them over. Plus 8 plus 72 equals 90 degrees. I'm going to combine. That'll give me 80. Okay, and then I'm going to subtract 80 on both sides. 2x equals 10. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. X equals 5. All right, and look at what happens. If I put a 5 right here, that would be 10 plus 8, which gives us 18 degrees here. And 18 plus 72 is 90, so that works. That's a little check for us. All right, so 6x plus 54 equals 90. Subtract 54, subtract 54. 6x equals 36. Divide by 6, divide by 6. X equals 6. Oh, I'm going to put my answers here. 5, 6. All right, what do we do here on this one? Okay, combine right there. 7 plus 13 is going to be 20. And then we subtract 20 on both sides. And divide by 7, divide by 7. X equals 10. Look how easy that is so far. Now, these ones right here, we have to look carefully and see, is there a 90-degree symbol? No. And if you see my little circle here, it makes it like a half a circle, and a half circle adds up to equal 180 degrees, which is supplementary. So 6x minus 7 plus 67 is going to equal 180. Okay, and then this one, I'm going to go to this problem here, right here. Again, we have a supplementary angle, and they equal 180. So 3x plus 114 is going to equal 180. And then I'm going to go here and look at this one right here. Those two are also going to add to be supplementary, which add up to equal 180. So 2x plus 10 plus 24 is going to add up to equal 180. So then you just go ahead and start from there and start solving those equations. What can you put together? I'll do this one with you right here. What can we do there? 6x, and that's going to be plus, combine these, that's going to be 60. Don't forget that's subtract 7 from 67 equals 180. Subtract 60 on both sides. 6x equals 120. Divide by 6 on both sides. That's 20. So x equals 20. All right, I'm going to stop this video right now and continue it after you guys finish these problems.